Sometimes a mom is not falling apart because she is doing something wrong. Sometimes she is overwhelmed because her body has been carrying too much with nowhere to release it. A lot of moms are carrying more than people can see. They are carrying stress, tension, mental load, the physical demands of pregnancy. They are carrying postpartum recovery, the daily weight of motherhood. And when a mom is struggling, people often respond with advice. It may sound something like, rest more, take a break, ask for help, take care of yourself. And while all of that sounds good, you might have given those advice, you might have received those advice, but a lot of times that advice just does not go far enough. Because when you have a mom whose body still feels overloaded and tense and disconnected, encouragement alone is not enough. A lot of moms do not just need more advice. They need support that their body can actually feel. This is exactly what I want to talk about today, because one of the most overlooked forms of support for moms is movement. And I am not talking about movement as punishment or movement as pressure or movement as quote unquote bounce back. What I want to talk to you about today is movement as support, movement as release, movement as a way to help to regulate a mother's nervous system. I want to talk about movement as one practical way to help a mom to feel more grounded in her body again. And I know it, when some people hear the word movement, they automatically think workout. They think, ooh, going to the gym. They think maybe sweating or burpees, treadmills, a full routine, or it might even take you back to your high school gym class, especially if you didn't have a good relationship with your high school gym class. But for moms, if you say movement and people think exercise, this is exactly where a lot of moms will check out. Because if you say movement to a mom, they just think you mean exercise. They would think like, I'm exhausted, or I barely slept last night, or I gave birth and my body has not felt the same since I have given birth. Exercise is the last thing on my mind. Or my baby needs me. I am already exhausted enough. Like, what? You want me to go move my body? Like, I don't have time for that. If you've ever said that at any given point, say me in the chat. No judgment here. I'm just bringing light to reality. So the conversation has to be a lot bigger than just exercise. Why? Because movement is not only about fitness. Movement is actually about support. It is a way to help the body to calm down from stress. It is a way for you to be able to release tension, to be able to reconnect with your body, especially if you have been running on empty for so long. If you've been running on empty, let me know in the chat. No shame here. I've been there. I get it. And this is why I am talking about it. Because movement actually matters a lot more than people realize. The thing is, a lot of moms are in constant output. I mean, moms are feeding, lifting, carrying, rocking, soothing a baby, cleaning, bending, rushing, and just pushing through. Like, moms are doing it all. And over time, that constant output can leave a mom feeling like she's just always on. By always on, like she's always bracing, always tense, always on edge and ready to stop, always trying to just hold everything together. And sometimes that can show up emotionally, and sometimes that can show up physically, and sometimes it can even be both. And this is why the conversation around support for moms needs to go deeper than just advice. Because moms do not just need people telling them what they should do. What moms need a practical way to help their body to feel better supported in the middle of real life. Not just advice, real practical support, the things that are going to support them in the reality of motherhood, the day-to-day of motherhood. And this is where movement matters. Because movement is not just something that a mom does to burn calories or to quote unquote put on her pre-pregnancy pants again. Movement can be something that helps her body to release what it has been holding this whole time. Because movement can interrupt stress, it can help to reduce tension. It can really help a mom to feel more present in her body, more connected with her body again. And now, before you go in and say it, I am not saying that movement fixes everything. No, it does not fix everything. But what I am saying is that many moms are missing a form of support that is practical, available, and much closer than they think. Sometimes the body does not need more pressure. Sometimes what the body needs is a safe release. If that resonates with you, just say me in the chat. And what I am saying here, this is not just important for moms only. But if you are somebody, an organization who support moms, whether you are a clinic, pregnancy center, maternal organization, if you support moms, like that matters too. Because if we say that we support moms, but we only support them with words and information and resources, we are still missing part of the picture. The reality is, moms do not just live like floating minds. Moms live in bodies. And I'm talking about bodies that carry stress, bodies that carry babies, bodies that had to go through recovery or are currently going through recovery, bodies that actually carry responsibility and just the physical weight of everyday motherhood. So those bodies are carrying so much. So if we say that we really care about moms, we should care about what helps her body to feel calmer, steadier, stronger, and more supported. And what I'm saying about movement, no, that is not something extra. That is actually practical care. Movement is practical care. Now, let me make this simple. When I say movement, I do not mean that a mom has to go and do a full workout every time she feels stress. Sometimes movement can look like 1 minute of intentional breathing, or just taking the time to just roll the shoulders back, Or maybe to stand up and stretch after sitting for too long. Or maybe it could just be to walk around the house instead of just staying frozen and overwhelmed. And sometimes it just means to put on some music and move around the kitchen and just dance for 2 minutes. Every movement counts. And it doesn't matter how you do it. You don't need to have dance skills. The whole goal is to incorporate movement. And I am talking about simple movement that helps the body to come down instead of gear up. And that matters because if support is not practical, most moms will not use it when they need it the most. And you're like, okay, what are you talking about? What do you mean by practical movement? One of the simplest places to start is breathing. You are already breathing. Congratulations, because your breath is a gift. But I am not talking about rushed breathing. So not rush breathing, not chest breathing. I am talking about intentional breathing. Slow inhale and even slower exhales. Breathing is movement, and your breath is already a gift. Your breath is one of the most available ways for you to bring support into your body, especially in a stressful moment. Why? Because breathing, intentional breathing, does not require you to have extra space or equipment or perfect conditions or to go anywhere. Because let's think about it, right? If a mom is navigating a stressful situation, she may not be able to leave the house. She may not be able to do a full routine. It might be 3 or 4 in the morning. She might be navigating the whole newborn stage and waking up multiple times. She might be recovering from birth. She just might be feeling extremely overwhelmed. But regardless of where she may be, she can still breathe with intention. And that breath, my friend, that is not a small thing, because intentional breathing can give a mom a way to slow down, a way for her to reconnect with her body, a way to just kind of come out of that state of stress, that state of tension, and that state of chaos. Her breath can allow her to experience calm instead of chaos. And this is why I tell moms all the time, do not underestimate simple support just because it looks small. Small support still counts. And this is why I care so much about movement for moms, because too often movement gets reduced to just exercise. And moms need more than that. Not just exercise. What they need is movement. They need the movement, the type of movement that will help to support them in real life. I'm talking about the type of support that is not going to demand a whole hour at the gym or a whole hour to drive somewhere. The type of support that does not require perfect condition. I am talking about the type of support that can meet them in the middle of stress, in the middle of recovery, in the middle of everyday motherhood. And that is why movement matters so much. Not because moms need another wellness tip. That's not the reason. But it's because so many moms are carrying way too much with too few practical ways to release it. And when that changes, everything else can start to change as well. That may look like a mom who is feeling calmer, more capable, more connected, more present with her kids, more present with her family, more present with her day-to-day life, just more supported in the body she is living in every single day. So Whether you are a mom watching this video or you are an organization or clinic that supports moms and expecting moms, this is what I want you to remember. Do not dismiss simple movement because it seems too small. Again, do not dismiss simple movement because it seems too small. Small movement can be real support, okay? And because I wanted to make this extremely practical for you, I created a free movement reset guide, and it is called 5 Simple Ways to Reset Through Movement. And the link for that is actually in the description. So go on in the description right now to get this free download. It's just 5 simple ways to help moms and expecting moms to reset through movement. And if you are a mom, this guide will be such a blessing to you, regardless of where you are in your motherhood journey, because these are simple things that you can do anywhere. And if you are an organization or clinic that serves moms, this is a practical tool that you can share with your clients, with your patients, in addition to the services that you already provide. This will be a great way to equip your patients, equip your clients when they come to your office and when they come to your clinic, because movement is practical care. That's not something extra, but that is part of practical care. And this is the missing link in practical care. So be sure to get the free download that's in the description. 5 simple ways to reset through movement. Use it as a mom. Share it with your patients. Share it with your clients. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for being with me throughout this video. My name is Sonia Ogeden. I am all about helping moms to understand movement and present movement in a way that supports moms in real life. Because why? Motherhood is real. So let's help to support moms with the needs that they have by giving them practical solution. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. If you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button right now. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. I am happy to answer those questions. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.